every long day training camp, I get to come home, see my son. That's a good feeling, And for me, it's just, I want to make everybody proud. I want to make my teammates proud, my coaches proud, and also my family now. I want to have him come back and be proud of his dad, which, is a cool thing. But for me, I just want to know that I gave it my all, and that I didn't disappoint anybody, let alone myself, So if anything, it just gives a little extra motivation to get in there and just give it your all. I don't know why, it just does.
John Jones or Dan Henderson takes it?
This will be a tough fight. A lot of people are, just totally saying John Jones is, a lot of talkers like, oh, the whoever looks most impressive is going to face John Jones, but he's fighting Dan Henderson too. Dan Henderson has a shot. John Jones, his reach is incredible. I think he's going to use it to be victorious, but never can count Henderson out. With his clinch and his right hand, he's got the power to knock anybody out at any time. He's made big fights. He doesn't really respect anybody as far as fight-wise, going in there and being timid. So I think it's going to be a good fight. But Jones is a beast in this intimidating.
You've been watching the Olympics?
I watch here and there. Watch a little bit today, and a little swimming, a little badminton. So badminton.
So if you were to be in the Olympics, anything outside of martial arts, though, of course, no wrestling. Okay. What sport would you want to do? What athlete would you want to be?
I hate running, so that's out. Maybe some sort of track and field without the track, maybe the field part, like shot put or something like that. I don't know. Something that I could eat, lift weights, and throw rocks around. Or something like that. There you go. No, I don't know. Maybe something like archery or something too. A little more some marksmanship or something. But yeah, other than that, more swimming, running, ping pong. So maybe beach volleyball.
Got the volleyball skills?
Not bad. Get a tan or something. Not in England.
Hot chicks.
Yeah. Or a bikini.
Many times people who fight Machida who are wrestlers have been forced to stand with him or chosen to, like Rashad Evans did. Machida says he doesn't know what to expect from you, but he'll take it either way. Do you think that shooting on him over and over again is the answer, or is mixing it up much more like maybe T. Ortiz trying to do a rampage it is a better idea?
To go out there and fight a guy at his level and this level, you can't just go in there with one thing. I'm going to go in there with my boxing side. I'm going to go in there with my wrestling. It's not going to work. If I come in there, Rashad Evans trying to take it down in the first 40 seconds. Like Chelsea. Build confidence and this stuff happens. So I have to mix everything up. My hands will some of the takes on
Ryan, you're in a fight for a title shot, you're not in a fight for a title shot, and then now you are. Has that been a distraction for you at all? I know that you say you focus on just this fight, but as a human being, you hear news like that and it makes you happy, it makes you sad.
Yeah, I mean not really. I beat Machida. I mean, I'm close to that title shot regardless, and you never know, you could be thrown in there. Somebody might get hurt or whatever, So there's always on the back of your mind. To hear it, it's great. It's just a little extra. But I don't need any extra motivation. I'm ready to go for this fight. I'm excited about it, and it didn't distract me at all. It's just kind of just out there. When I go out there and I beat Machida and hopefully do it very impressively, then I'll worry about it. So come on, let me get that title shot. But right now, it's going out there, beat Machida, and I'm not worried about anything else.
You started your career out, perfect with a perfect record. You had a couple setbacks last year, and you say that it gave you time to reflect. What was the most more humbling experience? Accepting your first fight, or looking in the mirror and saying, "Wow, this is what I really need to do to improve my game"?
The most humbling experience was after I lost to Tito. Went back in the locker room, and I was just down. I wouldn't call it depression because I'm a happy guy and I can pretty mentally tough. I get through a lot of things, but I was just down for weeks after that. And you kind of second guess yourself and you wonder if you do the right things and whatnot. So we went out and got a whole new coaching staff, got the right people around us, and if I didn't lose to Tito, I'd be doing the same thing. It might be later on down the road. So I don't say that I'm glad I lost, but I'm glad I had made those changes for sure. I don't know if I would have done it if I didn't lose. So looking back, there's something good that happened to me. Even though it sucked at the time, I'm going to be better for it in the long run. Like you see with Rampage, like hopefully you'll see with Machida. I'm going to keep it rolling now. This is a totally different fighter. continue to try to do my best.
Hey Ryan, you were wrapping the pads really good. It looks like you took that as a real workout opportunity today. It looks like your boxing's improved a lot, specifically your straight right hand looks quite a bit better. I mean, is that, you want to pressure with full work? Are you going to pressure in this fight? Are you going to lay back, or are you going to go wrestling, hard nose, go, 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 go?
No, I'm an aggressive fighter, and I like to keep that aggression, but at the same time, you can't be stupid with a guy like Jiu-Jitsu. You can't just rush in on him, because he has the footwork, the angles, and the skills to turn that around on you. So, yeah, I feel good. I feel more technical. I feel like I know what I'm doing finally in the stand-up department, and I'm doing the right things. We have the blueprint down, which we've done the last couple fights to get me to where I want to go. So I follow that. I'm good to go.
And who's the Shotokan master you brought in? Has that really been helpful?
Yeah, Hiroshi Allen is his name, and if I didn't have him, I would have been second-guessing myself because I hadn't seen any of like a style of Machida in training camp, so I got to see him. Our head coach does a pretty good job emulating him, but Hiroshi was definitely a great addition to our camp. I got to see all the angles. I got to work and drill on different things to do as far as seeing those different kicks, those trips, those punches, those rushes, those blitzes, so I feel confident.
I think you have a size and strength advantage. What do you think you're going to weigh fight night?
Probably be 220. I don't like to get too big. I like to keep lean and fast because you put too much water in your body, too much food, you feel sluggish. So 220 is a good weight.
Okay.
Hey Ryan, having been on this show, The Ultimate Fighter, with Lyoto, does it give you a different understanding of him?
No, he was only there for a day or so, I couldn't really get too much off him. I got to roll around with him, I think, for one round, and I was young. I was a year and a half into my career, so I had 5 fights or 6 fights underneath me, so you can't take that. I've grown so much as a fighter, I'm sure so as he. That's when he was starting his rise up the ranks and everything, so that kind of stuff, you can't take anything for what it's worth.
Did you ever buy into the whole aura of invincibility that surrounded him?
Watching him when he's coming up and not losing the round, he definitely looked really good and kind of unbeatable, and then you start seeing him fight different styles, different fighters, and you start seeing that change a little bit. And so him having all those fights and different fights where people have been successful, you take a little bit from each one, put it all together, and make it your own. And so you've got a good thing going.
Looking at him, there's now a blueprint on how to be Lyoto, and it seems that you got to be aggressive, and you got to throw punches and bunches.
Yeah.
Is that what we're gonna see?
Well, yeah. You got to be smart. You got to be smart. You can't just go in there and be aggressive and think you're gonna get up. You got to be smart about going in there, about the distance, about your feints, about mixing it all up. Because if you just rush in there and you try to go crazy on him, he's gonna pick you apart. So it's a fine line, really. Without giving anything away, there's different game plans that do well, better against him than others. And definitely being aggressive, but respecting that distance and not rushing in all the time. But definitely make it a fight and make it more of a little brawl than a technical karate match. Because that's what he likes.
Looking at fighters when they improve upon their skills, they want to show those newfound skills off in fights. I've seen your boxing a lot more crisper. Can I say that you're going to look to showcase it a little bit more in this fight as opposed to going and wrestling?
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I've been feeling good since my Brills fight, and we just showcased it there, and because that's a game plan we wanted to go. We wanted to keep it on our feet. We felt we were better than him there, and it ended up getting a knockout. Rampage, we go in there, and we've still been working even more with that coach, and my hands felt good, but we employed more of a hit-and-run kind of style because we didn't want to stay in the pocket with them. And now it's going to be a little different too, but I have that, and he's got to respect that. I don't just have takedowns and overhand right anymore. I'm a more well-rounded fighter.
Final question: with the criticism that's been coming out with who should get the title shot, how have you responded to that? And do you feel if you win that you should get the title shot, or you feel that you still need a few more matches to go ahead and rematch John?
I'm not thinking about the title shot right now. I'm thinking about the fight first and foremost. Dan came and said whoever looks most impressive.
How do you view the situation though with
how do I view
criticism going on?
I think it's a good. I think it's the right thing to do. At first it was just a main event, and now it's all 4 of us going for that title shot. And whoever looks most impressive in their fight and is a winner, I mean, that makes the most sense for sure. And so I agree with that decision, and it doesn't change anything for me. I was going to go in there and try to look as impressive as I can winning also. So,
do you think that's incentive because it's a Fox fight to go for the finish? That Dana wants exciting fights to guarantee it for Fox, and this is kind of like added incentive to really go for a finish instead of just a point decision.
This is a huge fight on Fox. There's title implications, but at the same time, every fight you try to go in there look your best and try to look for the finish. But this just gives maybe a little bit more as far as going in there and putting on a great show. But I'm looking to win too. So if I can do it, look impressively and win, best of both worlds.
It's a bonus, right?
That's what I'm looking for. Yeah.
Last question. You have any crazy Jay Glazer stories you want to share?
Oh yeah, not appropriate for camera.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah,